Hi guys. How are you? I hope you're doing fine. Okay, um, this is virtual class number 3. Okay, first of all, I have to thank you all for virtual class number 1 and virtual class number 2 because you have been working with those activities and tasks. So thank you very much. We need to reprogram consultation class via Zoom, okay? Because yesterday we were supposed to have, uh, um, let's say, a consultation class via Zoom at 7:30 p.m., yes, or 7:30 p.m. And I waited for you guys and nobody got connected, okay? So it's a pity, but we have to reprogram that class, okay? Okay, remember, all the activities and the tasks of virtual class number 3 are taken from the student book and the workbook, okay? And please check the Google Classroom, okay? Because you have the instructions there, okay, in Google Classroom. Okay, so let's start. Today's class is going to be about the past simple, okay? But only we're going to focus on the regular verbs, okay? These regular verbs have a particular ending or have a particular characteristic, which is this ending that is ed, okay? The ed ending, okay? The ed ending, okay? Or what we call in linguistics a suffix. Remember that I told you the other day the meaning of the word suffix, okay? Well, let's start. Okay, for example, if I say I decided to go shopping this weekend, okay? Suppose we are not in quarantine, okay? And I say, I decided to go, sorry, I repeat, I decided to go shopping last weekend, okay? Let's suppose that we were not in quarantine and I decided to go shopping last week, okay? So the example is, I decided to go shopping last week or last week or last weekend, okay? So this verb has the characteristic of ending in ed, right? Of course, this is an affirmative sentence, yes, because I am stating a fact, a true fact, yes, and this is an affirmative sentence, right? I decided to go shopping. It comes from the verb decide, okay? The verb ends in E, so we just add the D. But let's suppose we have another verb, like, for example, the verb, I don't know, ask, right? So, for example, she asked for help. She asked for help. So, again, we have the characteristic, the suffix ed, the ending ed, it comes from the verb ask, right? She asked for help. Again, this is a positive sentence, right? Because I'm stating a fact, right? So in this case, we have added the ed, okay? So you have cases in which you add ed, or in some cases, if the verb ends in e, you add just the d, right? Like in the word, like in the verb and the word decide, decided, asked, okay? Okay. And you have, for example, the word, let's imagine another example. They close the streets during the demonstration, for example. Again, this is another example of a positive sentence because I'm stating a true fact, yes, but again, also we have the ed ending, typical of past regular verbs, okay? So this comes from the verb close, right? So here, pay attention to the different pronunciations that we have, right? I said, I decided to go shopping last week. She asked for help and they closed the streets during the demonstration. Okay, so let's see when do we use or how do we form the negative and interrogative sentences, okay? Okay, so suppose that I take the same example, yeah? And I say, instead of saying, I decided to go shopping last week, I say, I didn't decide, okay? I didn't decide to go shopping, okay? In this case, we have not used the ed because this is a negative sentence, okay? So what is the structure? We have subject, I in this case, plus did, plus not, plus verb, yes, in the infinitive, yes, plus the predicate, okay? This means verb infinitive, and this means predicate, okay? Infinitivo, predicado, okay? Good. So this as regards negative sentences. And finally, we have interrogative questions. For example, if I say, did they close the shops? Or I say, when did they close the shops? Let's compare these two sentences, okay? If you compare these two sentences, of course, both of them are interrogative, okay? But there is a difference. In this case, when I say, did they close the shops, I'm asking for two possible answers. Yes, they did. No, they didn't. But in this case, I'm looking for information about time. So I say, when did they close the shop? Or when did they close the shops during the quarantine, for example? Okay, so that is a general overview of the simple past of regular verbs. Okay, now the last thing that we're going to see is the typical expressions that we used in the past simple, right? Okay, the past simple, if you draw a timeline, yes, we have present, future, and past, okay? The past simple is placed, it's a complete, finished, past action or state, yes? I already mentioned this in the previous class, but it's important to remember that. The past simple is used to express complete, finished past actions or states, okay? Now, what expressions do we typically use with the simple past, okay? For example, we have last night, anoche, yes? Last night, anoche. Last month, el pasado, okay? Yesterday, for example, like this little song, yesterday. All my travels seem so far away. Remember? Okay. So yesterday, last week, last summer, right? I can say a year ago, for example, and I say, for example, they decided to travel to India, and they stayed. They decided. Sorry, they decided to go to India a year ago, for example, right? And you could also mention the year, right? You could say, for example, the coronavirus started in China in 2019, for example. Okay. Uh, okay. So these are some of the expressions that we use with the past simple. Okay, guys. So okay. This is the end of virtual class 3. Okay. If you have any questions or doubts, please contact me via WhatsApp or in the WhatsApp groups or in Google Classroom. Okay. We keep in touch, guys. Take care. See you. Bye bye.